Alright guys, so long story short, my Subaru's in a little bit of a predicament. It's been popping the dipstick up under load at like 25 PSI. And I couldn't figure out what's wrong. Drives fine normally, goes around, has a little bit of a high idle. So I've been concerned about that. And I think that that has to do with it. Either I A, hurt the motor, or B, I messed up the PCV valve. So what I did was, I'm going to cut to the video here. My final attempt before I believe that something's wrong with the motor. I replaced the PCV valve on the back of the intake. I put one catch can, which goes to the turbo inlet, comes out of there, and comes also out of the intake manifold. That's how that's ran. I have one more that runs out of the second vent to the block that has been blocked off since I bought the car. I also have the last one, which is to the breathers in the heads. So there's no way for positive pressure to get into the bottom end outside of positive pressure making itself through the rings. So this is my final test. Gonna take it for a ride. If it pops up the dipstick and I got oil everywhere, then I know for a fact that something is wrong. So let's hope it isn't any issue. Yeah, so what I did was that. And with that being said, now I'm taking it for a ride. I'm gonna see if there's finally an issue with this. If there is an issue, this will pretty much tell me 100% if there's an issue or not. There's no boost basically running into the crank, and the only way that it's gonna be able to be pushing oil past the crank and the dipstick up is if there's positive crankcase pressure under high boost. So at 25 PSI, let's see what happens. So I'm gonna take the car for a ride now. I'm gonna do a pull and give it a shot. There's a lot of black smoke behind the car just then. So, I don't know. I'm gonna do one more pull coming back, like an actual full pull. But that was 4th gear. And I saw just a ton of black smoke behind the car just now, so I have no idea. We'll give it a shot, come back around, and then see what happened. You smell a little oil. It's idling a little high. Let's tap the gas just a tiny bit. Clears that up, which I don't understand. Got the fans on. Let's see. No oil out except for outside the blow-off valve, which makes sense, because I do believe, hold on, I do believe there's still oil in the intercooler, so that makes sense. But my dipstick is not up. Yeah, I think I might have fixed it. I think I might have fixed it. I'm fucking hyped right now. So I just got to take the intercooler off and clean that out, and dude, I'm so fucking happy right now. I think the oil in the intake system is actually what is my issue right now, because like these are loose. But yeah, if I do that, it clears it up. Holy shit! I'm pretty happy right now. Yay! Nice and tight. Didn't go anywhere. Yay! Bad news, outside of the good news that my dipstick can pop out, is that this cup is about half full after only 2 pulls. Now this cup is filled with clean oil. I mean, I know the crap in there, but ignore that. This was the other one before. So that's clean oil pushed into there. So I need to figure out a way to get that back into the motor. So I think I'm going to run that vent into the top of the oil cap, drill a hole in the top of the oil cap, and run it into that. I don't know what I'm doing. I just realized I never filmed an outro for the video. So long story short, I ended up putting a T into the line that comes off of the breathers for the head, because that's where it's really supposed to go from the factory. I ran the T down on the driver's side of the head. Been driving around. I don't have many issues. I don't have any extra oil getting anywhere. Seems like the oil's making it back into the motor healthily. I've been driving and beating the piss out of it. The only thing I can't seem to still figure out is the high idle. So I think that's something I'm going to try to tackle this week. I'm going to mess around with a couple of things. Maybe try to go back to the stock map sensor and go a little further down in boost, because I think it's when I moved to the AEM 5 bar was when I had an issue. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. More GS300 content on the way. So I have a lot more things that I have to get done. Fuel lines, I got to get kind of pretty much everything done and out of the way. I want to be able to drive this car. I want to go drift it. I want to bring it to the track. So it's like priority for me to get this done. So like, comment, subscribe, whatever, you know, I'll put out videos whenever I can or whenever I feel like it. So thanks again, guys. Take care.